I didn't sleep, not even for a second. After what happened last night, after it said my name, I knew something had changed. It wasn't just visiting anymore. It was learning, and I think it was getting better at it. I kept every light on in my room. The TV was running. My phone was fully charged in my hand. I was ready this time. I wasn't going to let it surprise me again.
I kept watching the time. 2:41 a.m., 2:52 a.m., 2:58 a.m. My heart started beating faster. I was waiting for it, waiting for 3 a.m. But it never came. The clock skipped right in front of my eyes. 2:58, and then suddenly, 3:07 a.m. I froze. No, that wasn't possible. I checked my phone. Same thing. 3:07 a.m. I whispered, "You come at 3.
For a moment, nothing happened. Then, my phone vibrated. One message. Unknown number. I used to. My chest tightened. Another message appeared. You are still thinking in rules. The lights flickered. Not off, just weaker, like something was draining them slowly. I stood up. Every instinct in my body was telling me to move, to leave the room, to do something. But I didn't. I couldn't, because I felt it again. That presence. Not behind me, not in front of me. Closer, inside the space around me. My phone buzzed again. Look at the time. I slowly turned my head toward the clock. 3:07 a.m. Still. But something was wrong. The seconds weren't moving. Time had stopped. I grabbed my phone. The screen flickered. 3:07 a.m. Frozen. Then the seconds jumped forward. 3:08, 3:12, 3:19, skipping, glitching, like time itself was breaking. I whispered, "What do you want?" No answer. For a few seconds, everything went completely silent again. Then, a sound came from my TV. Static. Loud. Aggressive. I turned toward it. The screen was no longer showing anything normal, just black and white noise. And then shapes started forming inside it. Not clear, not stable, but moving. Something inside the static, watching me. My phone vibrated again. You see me now. I stepped back slowly. No! The static grew louder. The shapes became clearer. And then I realized something that made my entire body go cold. It wasn't inside the TV. The TV was showing it, like a window, not a screen. A window into something else, something that was already here. The lights flickered again, stronger this time. The room dimmed, and I saw it. Not fully, not clearly, but enough. A shape, standing in the corner of my room. Tall. Too tall. But not solid. Like it was phasing in and out of reality. My breathing became heavy. I couldn't take my eyes off it. My phone vibrated again.
You are seeing more. The shape moved. Not walking. Not stepping. Just closer. Instantly. Like distance didn't matter to it. I stumbled back. Stay away. The TV went completely black. The room fell into near darkness. Only my phone was lighting my face. Then, the screen changed. Not a message this time. A camera view. My camera. Facing me. I was on the screen. Standing there. Frozen. But something was wrong. There was a delay. My real body moved slightly, but the version on the phone stayed still for a second longer. Then it moved. And then it turned its head. On the screen. Not in real life. My real body didn't move. But the version of me on the phone looked directly behind me and smiled. I felt something right next to my ear, closer than ever before, closer than it had ever been, and it whispered, "You are not just seeing me." A pause, a breath, and then, "I am seeing you." My phone dropped from my hand. The screen shattered. The lights came back instantly. The TV turned normal again. Everything normal. Like nothing happened. I checked the time. 3:20 a.m. Time was moving again. Everything felt real again. But I knew it wasn't over. Because my phone, still on the ground, lit up one last time. One final message appeared. Next time, you won't need a screen. And I think next time, it won't just be in my room.